As of July 1st, we're experiencing a 30% increase in the number of active listings on the market. So the inventory is about 30% higher today than it was about 1 year ago. But if we take a step back and put this inventory number into perspective, we can see that today we still have 45% less active listings on the market as compared to December of 2019. So we are still at record low inventory levels, which is definitely putting upward pressure on pricing. Why is the inventory in the real estate market here still low? Why are the number of active listings still so low? Is it the demand is just so high that people are just ready to buy as soon as something pops on? It doesn't seem like that's the case because closed sales volume is down substantially over last year. But the other possibility is sellers just aren't putting their homes on the market. So I'm going to share some cool facts with you that I think will shed some light on this topic. The first interesting fact is that a record 60% of mortgage holders have lived in their home for 4 years or less. And typically, on average, people live in a home for 5 to 7 years. So right now we have just a lot of people that have already relocated and they're not ready to move now, which is further contributing to the supply issue we have. The second fact is that most homeowners are trying to hang on to their relatively low interest rate that they were able to get over the past few years, whether it be via refinance or if they purchased a new home and got a mortgage. So they don't want to give up that low interest rate and go buy another home and lock in a rate in the 6s or even 7s at this point. For example, 62% of homeowners that have a mortgage have an interest rate less than 4%. Now that is a large amount of people and potential inventory that could hit the market that is resistant to going on the market and selling their home, because if they sold their home and they went to buy the same exact home somewhere else, it would cost them significantly more money today because of the interest rates and the environment we're in. Population growth and density, especially when it happens in such a short period of time, is the demand for real estate goes up ridiculously and the inventory drops off quite a bit. And so we're in a low inventory market right now with a pretty strong demand still. And we can't add that many new homes to the area because we have limitations. We have the ocean on one side and we have the Everglades on the other. So we can't build outward infinitely. And the cost to build new homes are pretty expensive. So by default, prices for homes have gone up a lot recently. And because we can't add new homes, those new homes are very expensive as well. So the price or the cost of living has increased dramatically here in the area in recent years as well. So things have become more costly because the population growth has been so strong here in the area. Higher density and low availability of land. When builders do eventually get their hands on these lots, they really try to squeeze in the amount of homes they can fit there. And what that typically looks like is building zero lot line communities. And most people don't know what a zero lot line community is, but it happens here occasionally in South Florida. You'll find homes that have zero lot lines. And so that means that basically on one side of the property, there is no setback. So your house is built right on your neighbor's property line. So your neighbor can basically touch your wall of your property while still standing on their property. So that just means that the lots are really small and you're really close to your neighbors. And so it's not as desirable as a home that has a good setback on both sides of the property with a nice lot and a nice backyard.